Welcome to Good Evening KU. I'm Caroline.
And I'm Rose.
It's extra nice outside today for it being in February from where we're from in Minnesota.
I know, we're not used to this weather.
No.
It could be in like negative degrees back home right now. I wouldn't even know.
I'm in shorts. I'm ready to go for a run outside, and back home I'd be in a snowsuit and crying.
Yeah, I'm locked inside, not able to do anything. I don't know about you, but I don't ski or anything, so I don't have much to do in the winter.
It's a big change coming to KU from such a cold state, so it's weird that it's supposed to be 75 tomorrow.
Yeah, and this weekend too seems like it's going to be nice. I want to go to Kansas City or something.
What are you up to this weekend besides just hanging out outside?
I don't know. Maybe, do you have a pool? I would love to.
We should go to Naismith. Do you live in Naismith?
No, I do
got some
not.
friends that live there. Should go tan by the pool.
Yeah. So, what's it like? We're both from Minnesota, and we both actually went to rival Catholic high schools. So, yeah. Why'd you pick KU?
It was warmer, first of all. That was my first criteria. But I don't know. I really liked it when I came here and toured, and I had a lot of friends that said that I should tour here. So, in reality, I was between here and Mizzou, but I'm glad I chose KU.
I was also between here and Mizzou. That's funny. Yeah, everyone makes fun of me because I didn't even know we were big rivals with them before coming here.
Neither did I. And then people every time I say that are like, "Oh, I didn't go there."
I know. I'm happy I picked here too. Mm-hmm. But it's funny you mentioned that that you picked KU because of the weather. Because my senior year, it was so cold. We never had a full week of school in January because we couldn't go outside. We'd get frostbite. The wind chill was like negative 40 degrees.
Yeah, and they'd be like, cancel school.
Yeah, and then people would ask me, oh, why are you going to Kansas? That's so far away. I'm like, are you really asking me that?
Yeah,
right?
like it's freezing. My dad always threatens that we're going to move every winter. He's like, I can't stay here any longer. And we're still there after 18 years. We're still in Minnesota.
Yeah,
but
I don't think my family would move either.
It's always nice to get a break away, though, in the winter. Always go somewhere for winter break or something.
Yeah, except for going back home. We're there at the worst time possible in January.
Oh, I know. So.
Well, are you going to go back to Minnesota when you graduate, or do you think you'll live here?
I hope to go back to Minnesota. I love everything there, and Minnesota nice is I think it's a real thing.
It is, yeah.
Everybody seems really nice.
And the summer is nice, too. Mm-hmm. That definitely makes up for the winter, as here it's very hot.
Yeah, it's horrible. I remember moving in, and I was, sweating, and it was horrible. And I'm like, wow, I kind of miss Minnesota summers. And then I come here, and I'm like, well, the winter's here better, so there's definitely a trade-off. But
yeah. And there's also, in the summer, there's so many beaches. I think it's funny here. All my friends always mention going to the lake when we have 10,000. So if someone said going to the lake, no one would know what you're talking about.
No, I'm so used to going boating every week. And it's beautiful. I miss it sometimes, but I love it here. So it's a good change of scenery for 4 years.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, also I don't know, were you a big basketball fan before coming here?
Yeah, I was.
Oh. And now for a Bentley and a special guest. Thank you.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Bentley Leonard with a special guest, my little sister. Woohoo!
Hi, I'm Chandler Leonard.
And she's a freshman. I'm a junior. I'm the big dog here. But anyway, she's here because I'm here. Just kidding. But we actually are today. We're going to talk about a little bit why she's decided to choose KU. And kind of about her freshman year and, everything that entails and what is it? What grade is this? I don't even know.
What?
13th grade. Okay,
freshman year also.
Well, I know. All right. Anyway, besides the point. So why did you come to KU? As if I don't already know, but I do.
Yeah, part of it because my family has all been here, so I've got many generations. And I wanted to be close with my sister. Sometimes it's a little annoying though, but it's good. And I just love KU. I love everyone here. I love everything about it. And I lived in St. Louis, and I couldn't picture myself going anywhere in there. So.
Well, you did. In high school, when I chose to go to KU, she was like, I'm never going to KU. I'm not going to follow you. And I was like, yeah, you will. But where were you saying you were going to go?
My junior year, I really liked Ole Miss, and like, because the warmer weather, and anywhere like in the South, really. But and I wanted to be different. But KU got the best of me.
Yeah, and I remember you did like the whole like hat, like, oh, where am I gonna choose? Because it's Ole Miss or KU, and then you lifted up Ole Miss, and like, you know, our parents are KU grads, my brother, my granddad, uncles, aunts, cousins, whatever.
It basically would have been shunned from the family if I didn't pick
well,
you.
When you lifted up Ole Miss, we were like, oh my
I'd
gosh, she's going to Ole Miss, but then she put it back down, and KU it is.
Now
now that you're here, you know, last year coming into KU, what were some things that you were worried about that you're here now and you're like, oh my gosh, why do I even care?
I was worried about like the tests and everything. Everyone says it's going to be so much harder than high school, and like you're going to have to study so much, you're going to have so much homework, and you do have more homework, but like the tests aren't that hard. You just have to go to class and pay attention, and it's fine.
Just have to go to class. Oh, who would have thought?
Yeah, so it's not as bad as I thought it would be. And getting around too, I was like, we have to walk everywhere, but I actually enjoy walking. And the campus is like perfect with all the classes set up, so.
Yeah, and well, like they said earlier, it's beautiful out today.
Yeah.
And so what else have you been involved in at KU?
I'm doing the lacrosse team here.
She missed practice today, though. Don't worry.
Because I had homework and STUMO and journalism things. And
now, good morning, or I guess good evening, KU.
Yes.
So
and
we're glad to have you here.
Part of Delta Gamma as well with you.
Oh, like sister, sister. Yeah, so, you know, as a freshman, you know, you've had a couple of things that you weren't sure, now you're sure about, and just one last piece of advice that you give to incoming freshmen for next year.
Don't get too stressed out. Enjoy KU. There's many things to offer, like go to the basketball games and have fun.
Good times.
College is a good time. It's better than high school, for sure.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thanks.
Looking forward to the semester with Chandler on Good Evening KU, and after the break, we'll be back with your news.
Welcome back. I'm Khaki Bot.
And I'm Taylor Thomas, and this is your Good Evening KU News Update. Pope Francis wrapped up his trip to Mexico with a visit to the U.S. border. His focus on this trip was to draw attention to the problems of violence and migration. A huge open-air mass was held today in Juarez.
One of the 3 winners from last month's Powerball lottery will be announced today. The ticket was sold in Melbourne Beach, Florida, and is worth 1/3 of the nearly $1.6 billion grand prize. The Tennessee winners claimed their prize just 2 days after the January 13th drawing, and the California winners have yet to claim their share of the prize.
The proposed restriction on the KU budget should only affect Central District project. According to the Lawrence Journal World, basic operations will not be affected by the decision of the Kansas legislator to oversee the additional spending required for the named KU project. KU Vice Chancellor for Public Affairs Tim Cabroni said the Central District project is still moving forward with better communication with the state government.
KU libraries have launched a new collection of correspondence from the Rossetti family. The digital version includes approximately 300 individual letters and nearly 800 pictures. It's accessible to viewers online. The Rossetti family influenced literature and the arts during the second half of the 19th century.
With West Virginia losing to Texas last night, KU is now in sole possession of the first place in the Big 12 Conference. The Jayhawks are 10-3 with 5 games remaining. West Virginia is 9-4, while Oklahoma is 8-4 with an additional game on their schedule. KU plays at K-State next Saturday.
The KU women will take on TCU tonight in Allen Fieldhouse. The Lady Jayhawks are still without a win in the Big 12 Conference, while the Horned Frogs are 5-8. Tip-off is set at 7 p.m.
And that will wrap it up for tonight's KU Good Evening KU News. Stay tuned in, and after the break, we'll be back with another freshman with her freshman year's experience.
Welcome back. I'm Jessica Lawson, and I'm here with one of my really good friends, Hannah Whitesell. How are you, Hannah?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I am a journalism major. That's about it. There's not much about me.
Fort Worth, that's pretty far away. How'd you choose KU?
Funny story, I actually was stuck between OU and KU, and I really had no choice of where I wanted to go yet. So I said, I'm just gonna flip a coin. So I literally pulled out a quarter and flipped it, and heads was KU and tails was OU, and obviously I'm here now, so that was the outcome.
It's okay. Clearly you chose the better school by the few games that we had against OU.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about being here at KU?
My favorite thing would probably be the basketball. Obviously, basketball started here, so it's a huge thing, and we're number 2 right now, so that's also a big thing. I don't know, basketball has just always been a big deal in my life, so.
Yeah. How has basketball been a part of your life?
Well, I've played since I was in kindergarten.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
What position did you play when you were in kindergarten?
Well, since I'm 5'3", I could only play point guard because.
It's okay. I know a lot about being short, 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
I don't exactly play all the tall sports.
Yeah, it's a rough
But
life.
yeah, so thanks for coming on the show, Hannah. I really appreciate it. And guys, stay tuned because we'll be back with Warren and the weather.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Warren Sears with this week's segment of the weather on Good Evening KU. All right, let's take a look at this awesome weather that we've been having today. 63 degrees, mostly sunny skies. We did have pretty light winds, really comfortable day. As we look into the almanac for today, today's high was around 64, 63. We did not break any records set in 1913, 73. Now tomorrow we might look into breaking some records. As we go into tomorrow, it's going to be very, very nice. High of 74 degrees. With this warmer weather, we are going to be looking at stronger winds out of the south. That's just going to help push up all this warm moisture from the Gulf. All right, looking into the 5-day, these next 2 days are going to be beautiful. Thursday, 74, Friday, 70. As we go into Saturday, we are going to look into a precipitation chance, around 50% chance in the PM on Saturday. And we go into Sunday and Monday. It is going to cool down, but nothing that we're used to in February, so it's still going to be pretty warm for the month of February. That is all we have for you today on this week's edition of Good Evening KU. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Thanks for watching.